based on the current true crime bestseller. It happened here.
Our own island paradise.
Two loners, men who promised their women the Garden of Eden.
Just blue water, white sand, and cocoa palms.
And brought them to the brink of hell.
Definitely human, probably a woman.
There were 4 people on a little tiny island. 2 of them disappeared. One turned up as a bunch of bones in an aluminum box. The other 2 ended up in Hawaii on a boat stolen from the victims. You're going to have to explain to me why those numbers don't add up to cold-blooded murder.
Were you present when Muff Graham was killed?
Richard Crenna, Rachel Ward, Hart Bachner, Deirdre Hall, James Brolin.
No.
And the sea will tell. Next.
Although produced for television, tonight's presentation deals with subject material that could be unsettling for younger viewers. Parental guidance and viewer discretion should be considered.
Just riff for a while, huh? Come in. I've been at it for 15 minutes.
Could be a million things.
Oh, yeah, all bad.
Because he's 15 minutes late.
Matt Graham's the most careful sailor I ever met. Careful, hell, he's compulsive. Every time he's been right there. 5 o'clock, bang.
Maybe something went wrong with his radio.
Seawind, this is Hilo Base. Come in. Damn it, Mac, where the hell are you?
You don't understand. This is the 2nd week I haven't been able to raise him. I've tried every night on the off chance. Last night was our regular time.
Mr. Shoemaker, we share your concern, but we can't send a plane to an island 1,000 miles away every time a yachtsman doesn't answer his radio.
I'm telling you, these people are in trouble.
What do you expect us to do?
I expect you to go look for them.
Where would you have us start?
Where? Well, I think you could safely rule out Kansas City.
boats of any kind. Nobody home on Palmyra.
Check once more, will you, Charlie?
All right, but it's a waste of fuel. And about a zillion miles of ocean if I have to swim. There's no boat, Kurt. I tell you, buddy, you're just going to have to look someplace else.
Thanks, Charlie. That's just what I intend to do.
Jenkins, I want you to know that at this point, you're not being accused of any crime.
Look, I'll tell you anything you want to know.
What is the name of the boat you came to Hawaii on?
Sea Wind.
And whose boat is it?
Mac and Muff Graham's.
Where are Mac and Muff Graham?
Their dinghy capsized while they were out fishing. They drowned. It was an accident.
Jennifer Jenkins, I now have to advise you of your rights. You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to...
No, I want to tell you about it. I want to tell you exactly what happened.
Buck, Dwayne Walker, you're under arrest.
No kidding.
United States Federal Court is now in session. The Honorable Samuel King now presiding.
Jennifer Jenkins and Buck Dwayne Walker, you've been found guilty of theft on the high seas. Jennifer, I sentence you to 2 years in federal prison and 5 years probation. Buck Walker, you've demonstrated your contempt for the law on numerous prior occasions. The court therefore sentenced you to the maximum term allowable, 10 years.
You wanted to see me?
My name's Kit Graham. I'm Mac's sister.
I'm sorry about your brother.
I want to know what happened to him. It was an accident. I don't believe you. Mac didn't have accidents. You stole his boat that he loved. You repainted it. You took the name off. You murdered them. Didn't you? Tell me. Tell me.
Definitely human. Probably a woman.
How many?
Looks like just one.
This isn't where we found it.
We moved it here so the tide wouldn't get it.
And put the top back on to keep it out of the rain.
I can show you the exact spot. I marked it with a stick.
So this piece of beach is out of the water what? How long?
Maybe 3 hours a day.
So if you don't come walking along right when you did, chances are the bones wash into the lagoon at the next tide. Aloha evidence. Possibly forever. Make a believer out of you, man.
It's her, all right.
Muff Graham.
If that's Muff Graham, then this is Muff Graham.
No question.
Not unless there's a parallel universe out there.
There you go, baby. Vitamins to make you grow strong and tall.
If the thing gets any bigger, it's gonna have to start paying rent.
It'll hear you.
Can't scare me.
Looks harmless, all right, but in Africa they call them strangler figs. They attach themselves to a big hardwood and suck the life right out of it.
Sounds like some guys I know.
Ha ha.
Transglobe Travel, this is Helen speaking. Oh, hi, Sonny. Yeah, she's right here.
Hi, Mom. What's doing? Really? Why? Well, what did he say? God. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll let you know, Mom. Don't worry. Yeah, I'll get back to you, okay? Okay, bye. What? Really, no big deal. Remember I told you about those people on that island? The ones who had the accident disappeared.
Where you went with that guy?
Yeah. Well, they found one of the bodies. The woman. Her burns.
Oh, God.
I have to turn myself in at the criminal courts building. They're charging me and Buck with murder.
While it's not unusual to find a four-wheel drive vehicle in an environment like this, you may be surprised to find an environment like this in a four-wheel drive vehicle. Ford Aerostar four-wheel drive with standard rear anti-lock brakes and a powerful 4-liter V6 engine. It handles the road as easily as it handles Mother Nature.
The trouble with Honey Nut cornflakes is they're just too good to miss. People will do just about anything for that light taste of honey and real nuts. Sprinkled on crunchy flakes of corn. Kellogg's Honey Nut Corn Flakes. The trouble is, they taste too good.
Oh, the sinus cold. You sneeze without loosening it. Blow your nose without draining it. You feel pain and pressure. Tristan Special Penetrating Action helps drain all 8 sinus cavities to relieve sinus cold misery. Tristan tablets.
Developments in pain relief don't come along every day. Today in Canada, there's Advil. Advil has the strength to deliver really effective pain relief. One is often enough. Advil, a different kind of pain reliever.
See your Mazda dealer soon, because these special values won't last long.
Thursday.
I am the reporter here, not you.
5 years in the joint, you lose your sense of diplomacy.
I want you on the story to keep it honest.
Well, I want her working with a reporter, not you.
I have had it.
ENG, Thursday on CTV.
Sorry I'm late. I am Len Weinglass.
Ted Jenkins. This is my sister Jennifer.
Hi.
My mother, Sonny.
Hi.
Just some iced tea, please. I read the material you sent over. Some pretty grisly accusations.
Well, they're not true.
Mom, before we jump in, I do have one question. Why me?
You were recommended.
Well, I'm basically a political attorney.
Yeah, we know. Abby Hoffman, Chicago 7, Pentagon Papers.
Jennifer's been unjustly accused. Isn't that political enough?
Most of my clients are guilty. They freely admit doing what they're accused of.
Then I'll be a refreshing novelty.
Would you be willing to take a polygraph?
Lie detector results aren't admissible in court, so why?
Well, if we wanted him to, the prosecuting attorney would see them.
So would you.
Is your true name Jennifer Jenkins?
Yes.
Do you reside currently at 635 Evergreen Street, Fairmont?
Yes.
Did you know Muff and Mac Graham?
Yes.
Did you participate in any way in causing the disappearance of Muff or Mac Graham?
No.
Did you participate in any type of plan to cause harm to Muff or Mac Graham?
No.
Were you present when Muff Graham was killed?
No. No.
When you left the island, did you know Muff Graham had been killed?
No. How'd I do?
Well, I'll have to do some interpreting.
Look, I had a little trouble with one of the questions.
No, which one?
He asked me if I was present when Muff was killed.
Yes.
Well, I knew what you meant, but I was on the island.
Can you restructure the question?
Certainly. If you'll excuse us, please.
Take two.
We could be in trouble here, am I right?
Possibly. I think I'm going to need all the help I can get.
Well, I want to thank you, Vince. You know, us guys down at the DA's office, we get a little arrogant. So these humiliation sessions, they help to keep my perspective.
Yeah, well, I'm glad I could help.
After you.
No, winners first. I always have to go first.
Hey, listen. You gonna talk to my friend?
Eddie, I'm not a team player. If I was, that'd be a basketball court. Why would I want this?
I'm not talking want, Vince. I'm talking need. I mean, at least talk to him.
Hi, Eddie. Mr. Bugliosi, my name's Ted Jenkins. My sister needs your help.
Eddie tells me that your sister already has an attorney. Len Weinglass is a very competent man.
And Len thinks you'd be an invaluable addition to the team. He says it's one thing for a political lawyer to stand up in front of a jury and say, my client is innocent. But if Vince Bugliosi, who put away Charlie Manson, stands up and says, I was a prosecutor for many years. I've seen thousands of guilty defendants, and I'm telling you, this client is innocent. That's worth something.
John Matoyan. Phone call, John Matoyan.
Did Len tell you that I only take capital cases when I'm convinced that my client didn't do it? Or at least was justified in doing it?
Yes. I don't see a problem.
Jennifer, if I agree to defend you, I'm going to need your help. I want you to make two lists. Things you remember which might help your case, and things you remember which might hurt it. Can you do that?
What do you mean, if? I thought everyone had a legal right to counsel.
But it doesn't necessarily have to be me.
You don't believe me, do you? Mr. Bugliosi, I didn't kill anyone.
Are you telling me that your boyfriend killed him and you knew nothing about it?
No. No. He couldn't have. I mean, I know him. It's impossible.
So he couldn't and you didn't, but they're dead. Tell me what happened on the day they disappeared.
We've been on the island about 3 months. We were running pretty short of provisions, so we were getting ready to sail to this other island to buy some. Buck said that Mac and Muff had invited us over to the Sea Wind. That was their boat. For a sort of farewell dinner. Buck had been breaking down his camp, and I was baking on the Iola. But we met up at about 6 and walked over to this little inlet where the sea wind was moored.
Here, go ahead. No!
Ahoy, Seawind!
Dinner guest request permission to come aboard. Hello?
You sure they invited us?
No, I dreamed it. Said they were going to try for Benito if they didn't make it back in time. We should just come aboard and make ourselves at home.
Buck didn't think it was a big deal. In fact, he told me that they'd said they were going to go fishing, and if they weren't back by the time we got there, we should just come aboard and wait. There were drinks and hors d'oeuvres, even apricot brandy, my favorite. Buck dove right in. He'd been living on crabs and coconuts for 2 weeks. Anyway, after about 3 hours when they didn't show up, I was getting pretty freaked. I wanted to go and look for them right then, but Buck said they probably just got hung up someplace and then had to sleep the night on the beach. And then besides, it was dark. It was dark. Pitch black. And anyway, Buck was drunk.
Search in the dark, we just get lost ourselves. Relax, baby. They probably just went outside the reef and had trouble getting back.
I finally fell asleep a couple of hours later, but at first light, I woke up Buck and we started to search. It didn't take us long. After about an hour, we found it. It was their dinghy, flipped over on the sand, like it had drifted up with the tide. Buck said they must have had an accident in the Laguna, and the sharks had gotten to them. Searched for 4 days, but never found a trace of them.
Jennifer, there were 4 people on a little tiny island. 2 of them disappeared. 1 turned up as a bunch of bones in an aluminum box. The other 2 ended up in Hawaii on a boat stolen from the victims. Before I agree to defend you, you're going to have to explain to me why those numbers don't add up to cold-blooded murder.
Here, boy. Here, Newton.
Here he comes. And there they go. This Maytag factory sale sure got things moving around here. Now get a deal on every Maytag. Save $40 with washers, $30 on dryers, $50 on dishwashers. Save $75 on the refrigerator, guaranteed until the year 2000. Everybody's working overtime. No. Spoke too soon.
Hurry to Maytag's factory sale at Modern Appliance Center, Listowel, Hanover, and Cambridge, and Bates Maytag, Waterloo.
Most of you cold sufferers suffer from sinus congestion of your cold. Those without sinus congestion, we don't need you in this commercial. You in the bathroom? Sit down. You have sinus congestion. Now, who's taking Sinutab? No wonder you don't look sick. Good day. As for the rest of you, why are you suffering? Try Sinutab Regular or Sinutab Nighttime Formula for the sinus congestion with your cold.
So why are we suffering?
Knorr announces a great marriage. The marriage of Knorr's sauces to your favorite pasta. Sensational creamy sauces, so delicious, so easy to prepare in no time at all. Alfredo, Romano, Primavera. Knorr's sauces in your favorite pasta. A perfect marriage, because with Knorr, taste is everything.
Every time you turn on your tap water looks clean, but it contains minerals. These minerals dry to a hard water stain. You need Lime Away. Unlike ordinary cleaners, Lime Away dissolves hard water stains effortlessly. Use Lime Away and get rid of hard water stains every time you clean. Lime Away dissolves hard water stains effortlessly.
That life is full of little bumps and grinds, thrills, and lots of spills. So the very least we can do is introduce you to Fresh and Tasty, the best tasting orange juice from concentrate, because it's the only one made with spring water. And Fresh and Tasty comes in a neat little carton you can count on. As for life, when you think that's the last straw, you can always use the spout.
that you've been looking for a place to suit your taste. You love Bellamy's restaurant. You found that special place.
At Bellamy's, we have shrimp combo features from only $9.95.
They'll be good friends every time, every time. At Bellamy's, every time. Good friends every time, every time. At Bellamy's.
Some morning television can be a little fluffy. Some is tough to digest. Canada AM gives you a balanced start, just the right mix of news, weather, business, and entertainment. Start your day right. CTV's Canada AM.
It's hard to believe she killed anyone. She just seems, well, nice.
She's perfectly plausible. I just can't get the arithmetic out of my head. 4 people on a tiny little island. 2 of them disappear and the other 2 end up in Hawaii with their boats. 4 minus 2 equals 2.
What was that last thing you said?
I said 2 from 4 leaves 2, not 1. I just can't figure out how he could have killed them without her knowing about it.
Well, maybe this is one time you can't be 100% sure.
And the victim's body was broken up or cut up so the killer could stuff it into a metal box. And there was some evidence that her face was burned with an acetylene torch.
She took a lie detector test?
Yeah. Yeah, she scored a +7.
So she's telling the truth?
Yeah, sort of. It's kind of a sliding scale between +6 and -6 is in the gray area. Truthful goes up to +30. So a +7 is right on the border of truthful.
God, you've got knots on your knots.
Yeah, I like the fact that she wouldn't put the head on her boyfriend. If she were guilty, she'd have jumped at the chance when I gave it to her. She didn't. She almost came unglued.
Well, then.
And she did offer to take the polygraph test and let the jury hear the results. I don't know. There's still something wrong, something missing.
Evening, Vince.
Evening, Len. Backpack, huh?
Yeah, I like them. I can keep my hands free.
Oh.
Nice tag.
Oh. No, please.
No, go ahead.
No.
Thanks.
Well, in case we get bored?
It was just in there.
So it's understood. If we're going to work together, you handle the forensic stuff and the experts, and I'll deal with Jennifer.
Well, are we going to work together?
Do you believe her?
As much as I need to.
I just don't know who the hell she is. Can you give me a couple more days?
Yeah, sure, no problem. Whatever you need. Listen, I want you to get to know Mac and Muff better, so I got the discovery documents from the prosecution. That'll be enough to start you off with. Basically, it's a statement from Mac's sister, Kit. Racing sushi.
Of course.
In the early 70s, Mac, Muff, George, and I were all living in San Diego. George and I were suburbanites.
But
Mac and Muff lived on their boat, the Seawind. It was a beautiful
thing. Mac's pride and joy. But I can tell you right now, if it had been Muff's choice, they'd probably been down the street from us in some nice, quiet, boring little ranch style on firm, solid ground.
You know, there's a really cute home for sale 2 streets over from us. No, really. And George was saying just the other day, Mac's been with Convair, what is it, about 7 months now?
Maybe he's tired of deep water sailing and maybe we can live like a normal couple.
Oh, stranger things have happened.
Not to your brother, they haven't.
Sometimes I prefer to think of him strictly as your husband, thank you.
Hello?
Ahoy, matey.
Oh, what are you doing home so early?
That's it? No kiss? No congratulations?
Congratulations for what?
I got great news. Honey, you remember when I went to work for Convair?
Yeah.
April. It was in April, and I thought it was in May. When I realized I'd been sitting at that damn drafting table a month more than I needed to, I thought, Skipper, you're losing it. So I got up and walked right into Tillman's office, and I looked him right in the eye, and I told him the truth. Well, in 10 minutes, he was offering me a transfer. I officially refused, and he officially laid me off. Sweetheart, first mate and light of me life, we're free again. Let's go sailing. It's called Palmyra, about 1,000 miles south of Honolulu. There was a naval air station on it during the war, but it's totally deserted now. No radios, no TV, no phones, just blue lagoons, white sandy beaches, and coconut palms.
Our own island paradise.
How long you figure to be gone?
Maybe 2 years, give or take.
How's Muff feel about it?
Buddy, if it involves packing, she'll be right there.
Tell him. No. Tell him you don't want to go.
If I tell him, he will go without me.
Then let him.
Sis, I would rather be with Mac in the middle of a force 10 gale than anywhere else in the entire world without him. And that's the way it is. Stop worrying about me.
Mac, I'm telling you.
Come on, if she was upset, she'd have said something. We don't keep secrets.
She's afraid.
She is not afraid. Look, kid, I'm not an insensitive clod. But I know she's not that nuts about blue water sailing, not the way I am. So I haven't said anything to anyone. This is our last trip. We get back, I'm going to sell the Seawind. Want to buy some land, maybe up in the eastern Sierras, and build her a little A-frame.
Mac Graham, you're not only an insensitive clod, you're a complete idiot. A cabin in the Sierras? How about an igloo at the North Pole? She wants to be around people, her friends, her family, movies, restaurants.
Okay. How about I build her a little A-frame in the middle of I-5? How's that? You satisfied?
You tell her that this is the last trip. You hear me? You tell her.
Okay, there's only one more to go. Oh, tell George Mag would like to borrow some of his sports magazines. Just until we leave.
Hello? Oh. Hi, George. Muff's here with the stuff they want us to store.
Well, come here, big boy. Tell me you love me. Give me a little kiss. We got this in Bali. I think Mac went crazy. He thought we'd corner the market.
You know that call a while ago. How did you know it was George?
I guessed.
No, you didn't. You knew.
Well, what a big mystery. He lives here. It makes sense that he might call you once in a while,
You do that all the time. It's not just the phone. You say what I'm thinking before I can say it.
Oh, you're being ridiculous. I can't believe things I have saved. Now, I don't want you to make a big deal out of this. But if anything should happen to us on this trip, I want you to have these shoes.
What do you mean if anything should happen?
We got this in a little city outside of Rome on our honeymoon cruise.
Oh, look, it's broken.
I'm not coming back.
Don't be silly. Of course you are.
No, Mac isn't coming back either. We're not coming back from this trip. I know it. I know it.
Most of you cold sufferers suffer from sinus congestion of your cold. Those without sinus congestion, we don't need you in this commercial. You in the bathrobe? Sit down. You have sinus congestion. Now, who's taking Sinutab? No wonder you don't look sick. Good day. As for the rest of you, why are you suffering? Try Sinutab Regular or Sinutab Nighttime Formula for the sinus congestion with your cold.
So why are we suffering?
At Canada Trust, we believe service means more than just selling a house.
Hey!
Hi, Bill. You washing that car again?
I'd get it done if that dog would stay out of my hair.
I just thought I'd stop by and see if you were settled, but not for a shower. We love our new house, and so do our best friends.
They'd like to sell their house and move a little closer, and we told them that you're the best.
Besides, the dogs love you.
Canada Trust Realty, the home of friendly service.
The Old Mill's priorities are your reasons for coming. Experience, service, and price. After 30 years of bringing you quality leather and wool from their own tannery, they know leather and wool. They know how to service it, and they know what it takes to offer you the highest quality at the most affordable prices. Prices that make it worth the trip to the Old Mill.
We are the Old Mill.
1 mile south of Blythe on Highway 4, open daily.
The love seat goes here, and my new entertainment center goes over there. As soon as I get my income tax refund.
Why wait for your money? Get it fast with H&R Block's cashback service. We'll do all the paperwork. We'll calculate and discount your refund, and we'll have your check in your hands fast. And there's no extra charge for preparing your return. The choice is easy. Unless, of course, you like waiting. Cashback from H&R Block to get your money fast.
While it's not unusual to find a four-wheel drive vehicle in an environment like this, you may be surprised to find an environment like this in a four-wheel drive vehicle. Ford Aerostar four-wheel drive with standard rear anti-lock brakes and a powerful 4-liter V6 engine. It handles the road as easily as it handles Mother Nature.
Yes, I can sign for this. That's not a problem. He's in there.
You're late.
Stop home to feed Puffer. I live in Marin County. That's 37 miles from here.
I live twice as far. Somehow I got here.
Yeah, you're right. I really appreciate it. Look, there's a park I like. It's about halfway between my place and here.
Park?
Yeah. Maybe we could meet there.
I haven't agreed to defend you yet.
Oh, yeah. Forgot.
So, what have you got for me?
I beg your pardon?
The legal pad?
Oh, yeah.
The pencil?
Well, I've been kind of busy at work, and I'll get home and, well, you know. Been reading about Mac and Muff, huh? Is that why you seem like you're ready to bite my head off?
So how did you meet Buck?
Okay. It was, 1972 in Hawaii. It was, June. Yeah, 'cause I broke up with my boyfriend over Memorial Day. It was, King Kamehameha Day, and I was going to this party.
Hey, have a seat.
Hey there. What's up? How you doing? Party, man. All right. Oh, so good stuff, too. Hey, how did it go?
I can dig it.
Jimbo, some kid's monkeying with your bike. How you doing? I'm Buck.
Jennifer.
Hey. Noticed you a while back.
I noticed you noticing me.
I noticed you noticing me, noticing you.
Is there an echo in here?
Uh-uh. Let's go find one.
One what?
An echo. A miracle's unfolding.
Now, why would I want to leave a party I just got to with someone I don't even know? My uncle's got this roofing company out of Hilo. I work for him.
Doing what, the books?
Oh, man, roofing, you know. Doing the roofs, hard tarmac shingles. Except it's breaking my back. How about you?
Construction. I'm working on a place back in the hills.
Don't. It's not fair. See, I just broke up with my boyfriend.
Gee, that's too bad.
I need to be alone for a while. Because the guys I pick...
Yeah, what do they like, the guys you pick?
You know what passive-aggressive means?
Passive what? I may build houses, but I have read a book or two. You mean losers who get what they want by making you feel sorry for them.
So they make you as weak as they are, then they turn around and smack you. I always pick those guys, and I'm sick of them.
So?
So if I picked you, you gotta be one of them.
But you didn't pick me. I picked you.
Did that. No, I don't mean I never did it. I mean I never did that. I mean it's never been like that before.
It's a great kahuna.
You're the great kahuna. And you just drop into my life, huh? Where'd you come from anyway?
I'm a refugee.
Yeah? Refugee from what?
Noise, traffic, people. Small rooms with bars on the windows.
You in prison?
Yep.
What for?
Held up a gas station with a gun that wasn't even loaded. I was 19.
Where were you?
San Quentin.
It's all over now?
I ain't ever going back, if that's what you mean.
Well, Mom, I better close. If I sound happy, it's because I am. Buck took over my roofing job, thank God, and I'm waitressing at the Island Surf. Buck's a dream. He's totally different from the jerks he used to complain about. He's strong, but he's gentle and considerate, too. I'm crazy about him. Right now, I'm sitting on our new lanai, watching the hills turn purple while Buck plants... vegetables. Love you, Mom. Teddy, too. Told you I have a thing about guns. I don't want it in the house.
Stupid to grow these and not have something to defend them with.
Stupid to grow these in the first place.
Honey, you agreed.
I agreed to a couple of plants for our own use, not to you becoming the Federated Foods of dope.
Federated Foods of dope, I like that.
Don't mess with me, big fella.
You bitch.
Sorry. Take it easy.
Open the door! Open the door! Got a tree, open the door!
I was joking, baby!
Open the door!
1, 2. Far out.
Hey! All right. Daryl! Georgie, what are you creeps doing here, man?
Little fun, little reunion, maybe a little action, huh?
All right, man.
Come on in, let's get loaded. Hey, honey, hey, get us some beers, will you?
Come on.
Get it, let's go. All right. Hey, honey, did you guys meet my old lady? Daryl, Georgie, this is Jennifer. Baby, what's your name?
I'm Carla.
All right, Carla.
Denise.
Hi, Denise. How you doing? Where'd you find this stuff? Hey, man. Brought you something. Good stuff. Good? Yeah.
Hey, long way from C-Block, eh,
Go for it.
miniskirt, cool. Mini car, new Tried Mini is the coolest by far. Mini size, maxi taste, cool Minty Tried makes your breath feel great.
New Trident Mini Mints. A little mint that's big on breath.
Mighty minty.
Leaves your mouth kissing cool.
Mighty small. Trident Mini Mints. The fresh breaths above all.
In your search for financial security, keep one thing in mind. The RSP decisions you make today will greatly affect the quality of your retirement. That's why where you buy your RSP can be as important as the RSP itself. Royal Bank, Canada's leading RSP bank, with highly competitive interest rates and the RSP options, specialists, and experience to make the most of your RSP investment.
My doctor always remembers my name. It's called a stethoscope. My heart, I know that's there. I'm not allowed to stick out my tongue, except here.
And it's here that one medicine is recommended most for their first pains and fever, Tempra drops. And as children grow stronger, children's Tempra provides relief until they're 12. And Tempra Cold Care relieves their coughs, congestion, and fever.
I'm 14 inches, I think.
I love the beach. Fresh sea air, long walks, the sand between my toes. It makes me feel so good about myself. Something else I can feel good about is a Weight Watchers entree. Because it's comforting to know that Weight Watchers is very careful about the amount of fat, cholesterol, and sodium in each tempting entree. So while helping me look good on the outside, Weight Watchers is helping me feel good about the inside. Weight Watchers entrees. Taste you can feel good about.
Oh,
Who bailed us out?
my brother. Who else? Geez, Buck, that was awful. Even one night. I ain't gone back.
You won't have to, baby, I promise.
The lawyer thinks if you plead guilty, he can get the DA to drop all but one charge against you. Maybe drop the accessory thing against me entirely. Buck, you're not listening.
No deal.
It's the best deal you're gonna get, Buck.
Look, I'll enter a guilty to get you off, but I ain't going back either. I can do federal time standing on my head, but I'm on parole in California. This will be a violation. I'd rather die than go back to San Quentin.
What are we gonna do then, baby?
Doesn't have to be we. You can cop to the DA, split, do whatever you want.
Gee, Buck. It's not fair.
We're not talking fair. You got to realize if you're going to hang with me, baby, there's no deal, no compromise, no plea. There's just going to be the two of us. How much money you got left?
About $2,000, but I promised the lawyer. And what about the bail money, Buck? My brother's not a rich man.
I'll pay him back every penny. I'm going to get us a boat, fix it up, and just point south.
Buck. What do you know about boats, huh?
Some. What I don't know, I'll learn. You'll learn. Can fix anything, you know that. Look, honey, I don't do too good in cities. Sometimes I'm a jerk, I know that, but I see a guy like Daryl and I get real tempted. So we'll go where there are no people, no narcs, no drugs, I promise. I know this deserted little island. It's called Palmyra. It's paradise, just blue water, white sand, and cocoa palms. We'll live off the land, just you and me. Be more than plenty. What do you say?
Okay, Vasco da Gama, where the hell are we?
As far as I can tell, somewhere in Norway. Baby, I'm never gonna get this.
Oh, you're doing a great job.
I mean it, baby. How am I gonna find a little island when I can't even find Hawaii and we're not even moving?
I don't know.
Come on back. Never thought you'd see the day, huh, suckers?
All right.
Hey, you guys.
All right, slow down. Slow down! Slow it down!
Oh, man. Fuck!
Son of a bitch!
You'll fix it.
Forget it.
It's not that
I
serious.
said forget it. It's firewood.
Go to hell, Buck.
You had to change the name, didn't you? I told you it was bad luck. The whole thing's heck.
No, it's not, and you're not giving up. I bet everything I have on you. You're not thinking out on me. You hear me?
All right! You win.
You'll be breaking the law.
Mom, Buck pleaded guilty and they dropped the charge against me.
He'll be a fugitive, so you'll be one too. What kind of a life will you have, always running?
I told you we're going someplace. We won't have to worry about that.
Babe, will you think about this? Think about what you're doing.
I've thought about it, Mom.
Have you? What do you know about him?
Ted, all I need to know.
He told you he went to prison on a sort of comic opera armed robbery with an unloaded gun, right?
Yeah,
And there were a couple of parole violations that were only technicalities.
right.
Did he happen to mention that he was first arrested when he was 12? That he escaped twice from a juvenile detention home? That he was convicted of car theft, joyriding, and burglary? That's all before he was 16. And then there's a robbery. 2 more burglaries and the armed robbery you know about, followed by another burglary. And that's just the first page. There are 3 more. Jen. Jen, are you still there?
Yeah.
Jen, 7 years ago, he was committed to a hospital for the criminally insane.
Hey, lady!
I know about that, Ted. He was only faking so he wouldn't be sent back to San Quentin.
Sweetheart, I'm afraid if you go out on the ocean, you'll never come back.
I will, Mom. I will, I promise. Look, I know Buck's done bad things, but I love him, Mom. I love him like crazy, and there's good in him. I can bring it out. I can change him. I know I can. I guess in the end I couldn't, but it looked different then. Paradise was waiting. We were in love, and nothing was gonna stop us. Vince?
Oh.
Is this Buck Walker another?
No. No, I don't think so.
I'm glad it's not your job to prosecute him.
I almost wish it was. Be a lot easier than defending his girlfriend. You You all right?
Yeah. I just get uneasy sometimes.
Charlie Manson can't hurt us. He can't hurt us. He'll never get out of prison.
He doesn't have to get out. He manipulates people. He gets them to do what he wants. Is that how it was with Jennifer?
I honestly don't know.
Is she innocent?
Is she innocent? That's precisely the question.
If she is innocent, can you help her?
The only way I can think to defend her is to prosecute him. It's funny.
Come to bed, honey. It's late.
In a minute.
This is the electronically recorded voice of Len Weinglass. Smart people like you know what to do. Do it for as long as you like. Bye.
Len, this is Vince Bugliosi. I'm calling you at some ungodly hour Thursday morning. If the offer's still open on the Jennifer Jenkins matter, you've got yourself a co-counsel.
Of all the clubs across Canada, there's one that has no membership fees, no initiation, and no dues. It has no weekly meetings or annual conventions. But what it does have, perhaps surprisingly, is over 3 million members. It's called the Sears Club, and if you're a member, you get points every time you use your Sears credit card. Points that can be redeemed for almost anything in the store or catalog. Things like appliances, clothing, new carpeting. Welcome to the club.
Is this fair? All I did was walk into the cafeteria, open my lunch, and out came these new snackaroos. Real cheese, but shaped like those Italian breadsticks. The jocks wolfed down the snackaroos whole. The science club examined them very closely, and the stuck-up girls, they ate them with a knife and fork. Those snackaroos cheese sticks nearly caused a riot. And who do you think got blamed?
New Snackaroos. From Kraft, a kid's idea of what cheese should be.
I can't believe it. RSP time is almost here. What have I done? I always sink a big chunk of money into it, but, you know, I never really think about what I'm getting. In fact, usually I just grab the first thing they throw at me. Every year, I scramble to buy an RRSP. There's got to be a better way.
Well, when I was young, there were so few prescription medicines for serious illness.
Until the 1930s, with the first antibiotics.
And in the 50s, new vaccines.
And since then, so many important medicines we all count on.
Over 90% of these modern breakthroughs came from research by the makers of original brand name medicines. And when you buy brand name prescription medicines, you're helping pay for tomorrow's breakthroughs, bringing research to life.
In 5 years' time, it is projected that the Ford Tempo L will resale for less than the four-door Cavalier Sunbird. Isn't that like throwing away money as soon as you drive off the lot? The 1991 four-door Chevrolet Cavalier and Pontiac Sunbird, equipped with air and automatic transmission, use less gas than a similarly equipped Ford Tempo. How much? Here's a hint.
Ground war in the Gulf.
The time has come
ground war.
We'll keep you up to date. CTV News. News worth waiting up for. Tonight.
Hey, Vince.
Jennifer?
Thanks for meeting me here. Would help.
Good news. We got our change of venue. Hawaii's out. We're going to be in our own backyard. And you and Buck are going to have separate trials.
Great. How's he doing? You heard anything?
No, not happening.
Come on, let's walk a little.
Okay. The bad news is we got Judge King again. I think the only reason he picked San Francisco is because he's an opera buff. Season started.
Great.
I read the transcript of your both test trial. The judge thought you were guilty and let the jury know it.
Get another judge.
It doesn't work that way. I can't.
Sure you can. You can do anything. That's why I hired you.
Got any notes for me?
Oh, yeah. I'll do it tonight. Exactly the way the book says, and it's still screwed up. It can't be lost the very first day.
Damn halyard's stuck again.
I gotta lie down.
You okay? Didn't you take the Dramamine?
Pills won't help.
They won't now.
Versus Buck Dwayne Walker, 17950-148.
All rise. The United States Federal Court for the District of San Francisco is now in session. The Honorable Samuel King presiding.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I trust we're ready to make this first day of testimony a productive one. Mr. Inoki, you may begin your opening statement.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, the evidence will show that their boat was unseaworthy, that they were down to 10 days' supply of provisions, and there, around the bend, was a sea wind. Its refrigerator chest, full of delicacies they hadn't tasted for months.
There were literally thousands of coconut palms. There were fish. There were land crabs so huge you'd pay an arm and a leg for them in your local supermarket. No one was going to starve to death on this island.
Mr. Partington, this is an opening statement, not a closing argument. You get to argue the case later.
Mr. Shoemaker, will you describe the circumstances under which you first met Mac and Muff Graham?
Well, of course, I'd known Mac for years over our ham radio network. But face-to-face was when they came into Hawaii on the way to Palmyra. Me and my wife were waiting at the marina when they came through the channel.
Hey!
Aloha!
Hey!
Great.
All right. Well, if it ain't old N6ETE.
And you must be Charlie Uniform Romeo Tango.
The very same. Funny, I bet my wife you'd be short and fat.
He did not. How was your crossing?
Great. So we're on our honeymoon cruise off the coast of Morocco, and we'd heard some reports of pirates that like to ram their targets, kill the owners, and set them adrift. So it's about 2 in the morning, and it's foggy as hell. I got the watch, and I hear an engine, and I can make out something barely in the distance. It's a trawler coming right at us. So I turn, the trawler turns, I turn, trawler turns again. Okay, it's them. So I yelled out for Muff to bring up the rifle, M16, Army issue, and I tell her, what'd I tell you?
No, it's your story. You do the lying.
What lying? Was there a trawler or not?
Oh, God help us, there was a trawler.
Yeah, heading right for us. And I tell her, you take the helm and don't turn away no matter what happens. And I make her swear.
You did. You made me swear.
Yeah, and I jump up on the cabin to turn on the floods so the captain can see us. And I aim that M16 right down his throat, and I don't move. And Muff, bless her heart, doesn't turn so much as a point. Well, by this time, we're closing pretty fast. 30 yards, 20, and 15, and I can feel my own sweat. Well, at 10 yards, Captain loses it. Swerves and misses us by this much. We never saw him again.
If the trawler hadn't have turned, would you have fired?
Huh?
You bet he would have. And if he'd been the skipper of the trawler, he never would have turned away. He'd be dead.
Kenwood rig with filters, RF speech processor, dual VFOs.
Nice.
Yeah. Got a less powerful rig in the boat, but this one's state of the art. Listen, it might be a good idea to set up a link between here and Palmyra, say once a week.
Oh, Muff would love that. You know, she gets spooked if she can't stay in touch with her family. I remembered thinking to myself as they sailed away, there go 2 of the nicest people I ever met. And I figured one day I'd see them come sailing back. It's still hard for me to accept the fact that they're gone for good. I just can't believe it.
Some things are more important to your peace of mind than you realize. Like knowing how to maintain regularity without drugs or medication. But do you know nutrition experts recommend increasing your dietary fiber intake as a drug-free way to promote regularity? And did you know that All Bran, as part of a balanced diet, is a very high source of dietary fiber? Kellogg's All Bran, every day. A drug-free way to promote regularity.
While it's not unusual to find a four-wheel drive vehicle in an environment like this, you may be surprised to find an environment like this in a four-wheel drive vehicle. Ford Aerostar four-wheel drive with standard rear anti-lock brakes and a powerful 4-liter V6 engine. It handles the road as easily as it handles Mother Nature.
every time you turn on your tap. Your tap water looks clean, but it contains minerals. These minerals dry to a hard water stain. You need Lime Away. Unlike ordinary cleaners, Lime Away dissolves hard water stains effortlessly. Use Lime Away and get rid of hard water stains every time you clean. Lime Away dissolves hard water stains effortlessly.
Here, boy. Here, Newton.
Here he comes, and there they go. This Maytag factory sale sure got things moving around here. Now get a deal on every Maytag. Save $40 with washers, $30 on dryers, $50 on dishwashers. Save $75 on the refrigerator, guaranteed until the year 2000. Everybody's working overtime. Newton. Spoke too soon.
Hurry to Maytag's factory sale at Modern Appliance Center, Listowel, Hanover, and Cambridge, and Bates Maytag, Waterloo.
Scientists are baffled by the sudden appearance of flat, circular areas in these fields. Even more baffling are the traces of real milk chocolate and peanut butter found nearby. With me is Rory Tate, a circle researcher. Have you any idea what caused these circles?
I'm not sure, but I feel very close to a major discovery.
Reese peanut butter cups, real milk chocolate and peanut butter together.
Thursday.
I am the reporter here, not you.
5 years in the joint, you lose your sense of diplomacy.
I want you on the story to keep it honest.
Well, I want her working with a reporter, not you.
I have had it!
ENG, Thursday on CTV.
Stunning.
It's a place to work. Would you rather I rented the presidential suite of the Fairmont? You're paying for it.
How's it going?
Terrible. King is convinced that Buck's guilty as hell. Clobbers his attorney every chance he gets. The jury's losing all respect for him.
What are you going to do if he does that to you?
I don't know. I'll tell you one thing. I'm going to concede that Muff was murdered.
What?
In your trial. I'm not going to make any pretense of an accident or anybody being eaten by sharks. Our theory's going to be that Buck murdered Mac and Muff, and you knew nothing about it.
No!
Well, Jennifer, that's what you told me.
I didn't. He didn't.
Now, you listen to me. If I defend you the way Partington's defending Buck, you're going to spend the rest of your life in prison.
Buck couldn't do a thing like that. I would have known.
No, I don't want to hear that. That's exactly what I have to convince the jury is not true, that you didn't know, because you didn't want to know. You still don't know.
Get this straight, Vince. It didn't happen, Buck didn't do it, and you can't prove he did.
What's your favorite drink?
What the hell's that got to do with anything?
Just answer the question.
Apricot brandy, you know that. You asked me before.
What about Mac and Muff? Did they know?
No.
You sure?
Yes, look, I got a headache, Vince.
Did Buck know?
Did Buck know what?
Your favorite drink.
Of course.
The night Mac and Muff disappeared, you went to their boat for dinner. And you said, these are not your exact words, but it's close enough. You said that Muff had put out some hors d'oeuvres, some cheese and crackers, dry roasted peanuts, some vodka, and a bottle of apricot brandy. Now think about that. Apricot brandy. Not a very common drink. On the sea wind. On a tray, just for you. Who put it out? When? We got a lot of work to do.
I took navigational readings again and again, but I still couldn't figure out where we were. It all seemed like a blur of choppy seas, sleepless nights, and general nausea. Pretty discouraging all in all. But the weather had been in our favor. Until one cloudy morning. Oh, you must be feeling better. You can eat.
Little.
How about giving me a hand? We're wasting good wind.
Baby, I'm as weak as a kitten.
The mainsail was still stuck, and I didn't have the strength to work it loose by myself. I was fiddling with it for the umpteenth time. So sudden. The sky just closed up. One minute the sun was shining, and the next it was pitch black. And just like that, we were in serious trouble.
Damn it, Buck, help me!
You got any idea where we are?
Shut up and hold still.
You know, bite my head off.
Put a safety line on next time, okay?
Yes, Mother. You know, it's kind of weird. My gut feels better.
How does it feel now?
Okay!
Get ready. Mark!
1604 and 20 seconds.
Right. I'm gonna give this one last try, and if it doesn't work, I'm throwing the damn thing overboard. Woo! I think I did it. I've been using the wrong stupid day. See, after 2 o'clock on this longitude, it becomes the next day in Greenwich, which means I've been using the wrong table since day one. So look at this. Here's Palmyra. Here we are. If we come 20 degrees to starboard, we'll be heading right for it. We did it, honey.
All right, you did it.
Just call me Columbus from now on.
So, Jennifer, it was rough out there. The boat was leaky, but reasonably seaworthy, and you finally discovered you were right on course. How many days before you spotted land?
18. It's a pretty great feeling. One minute we were a dot on the map with a lot of ocean around us, and the next minute... well, I guess you'll never know the thrill of spotting land till you've been lost at sea.
Land ahoy! Buck, get up here!
some deserted island, huh, honey?
Thank our lucky stars it's not deserted, or we'd have never gotten through the reef.
I'll fix the damn outboard. Just remember, my name's Roy Allen. Don't slip up.
Who cares out here?
I ain't taking any chances. Roy Allen.
I thought the whole idea of coming out here was to get away from all that stuff, Roy. Besides, what are you going to do about that, Roy?
Nickname?
Really appreciate your help. Our outboard's full of seawater.
I'm glad we were here. We're leaving day after tomorrow, heading back to Maui.
So you'll have the place all to yourselves.
Good.
Maybe not. Looks like we're turning into Grand Central Island.
It was a beautiful sight. Buck seemed hypnotized by it.
Look at that damn thing.
Seawind was the kind of boat that could easily sail around the world. And Mac and Muff seemed capable of doing just that.
Welcome to Palmyra.
Hello.
How's it going?
Hi.
Hi. Well, excuse me if I look surprised. I didn't think we'd have enough people here for a soccer team.
We're leaving day after tomorrow.
Oh.
You look like a man who needs a smoke.
No, thanks, Buck. I mean, Roy's given up smoking.
Great.
Anyway, guided tour starting now, if anyone's interested.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Well, we better take a rain check. We got some digging in to do, huh?
Kids and I have to pack, honey. Kids?
See you later. For a little while, it really was paradise. The palm trees, the lagoon, the white sand. Maybe it was just the thrill of being back on dry land. Whatever it was, the sensation didn't last. Palmyra was hot and sticky. There were mosquitoes and bugs and mud everywhere. It was pretty stinky, too. Still, it did have its charms. And Buck seemed happy and relaxed for the first time in a long time. A free man at last. That's what I think it is?
Highlight of the tour. Been here for years. Don't know who rigged it up, but it works.
Come here, baby. Far out.
You guys go on. I ain't moving.
Hippies. Maybe they won't stay long.
Destination, Banana Beach. Cotton meets color. At Sears, your money's worth and more.
Road and Track magazine just named the 10 best cars in their class, and 5 of them were Nissans. But what good is winning an award if you can't share it? Finally, a pickup line worth listening to. The Nissan Top 10 sale going on now.
There was no joy in Diaperville. The team was all wet. First Lulu struck out, then Pee-wee. But hold on, fans, don't fret. Here comes Mighty Huggies with its driest diaper yet.
Yes, fans, Huggies have leak shields to help block leaks and a unique middle layer to keep baby skin dry.
Now the pitcher throws his fastball, and now the game is won. For Huggies has come through, and it's a home run. Huggies for dry and happy sports fans.
People love the convenience of fax machines. What most of us don't like are funny paper faxes that curl up. That's why Xerox makes a wide range of plain paper fax machines. For plain paper documents that are easy to read and a pleasure to handle. And Xerox plain paper fax machines come with the Xerox Total Satisfaction Guarantee to ensure you're satisfied, which is plain terrific. Faxing, scanning, copying, printing. Xerox, the document company.
Destination? Banana Beach. Cotton meets color. At Sears, your money's worth and more.
When the Maple Lane wagon pulled up, of course, that was my father coming home. And so that was big excitement when I was a little kid. As I got older, I went with him on the wagon to deliver milk. And I was really impressed and pleased that I was big enough and old enough to help my dad. To people in this area, Maple Lane still means quality. It's a local thing, and that still counts.
Enjoy extra sugar-free gum.
You get extra flavor, extra fun in extra sugar-free gum.
The long-lasting sugar-free gum is extra with NutraSweet for extra refreshing flavor that lasts an extra long time.
Extra flavor for that extra long bite. Extra flavor for that extra long night. When you're chewing extra, the extra fresh flavor lasts an extra long time.
Extra lasts extra long.
Your Honor, the government calls Dr. Oliver Harris. Dr. Harris, would an ordinary blow from a human fist have been enough to break Muff Graham's jaw?
No, in order to split the jawbone from the skull, as this one was, would require tremendous force, as, say, a sledgehammer or a ball-peen hammer.
Dr. Harris, you say there's evidence that Muff Graham's skull was burned. Could an acetylene torch have caused the burning? Yes. Agent Shishido, can you identify this object?
This looks like the torch we found aboard the Sea Wind.
Thank you, sir.
In examining the remains, we discovered evidence of rat bites as well as multiple fractures of the ulna and the tibia. That is the forearms and lower leg bones.
Dr. Stevens, I show you this box and ask you, if the bones had not been broken, would the body of Muff Graham fit in this box?
Impossible.
Using chromo and thermotography, we found on the inside of the box traces of fatty acids consistent with the decomposition product of human fat.
The box contained a tiny piece of faded greenish-colored cotton cloth,
which, when subjected to a phenolphthalein screening test, revealed the presence of human blood.
Now, sir, let me ask you, your neighbor at the time, Mr. Buck Walker, would you consider him a violent man?
Your Honor, I object.
Overruled.
Violent? Yes, at times he'd be violent.
Thank you, sir.
Objection, Your Honor.
That's overruled.
Your Honor, I don't see what...
Sit down, Mr. Partington. I have already overruled your objection.
Your Honor, the government rests.
What are you doing here?
I was in the neighborhood.
Jennifer, you weren't in there.
No, Vince, I wasn't in there. Lynn says it goes to jury Monday. So?
I don't think Buck's got a chance in hell. The prosecution's expert witnesses were devastating. They've got Muff in an aluminum box with her arms and legs broken, her face burned, head smashed in with a ball-peen hammer. And I think Buck did exactly that. He didn't even bother to deny it. Didn't take the stand, didn't testify. Unbelievable.
I want to be in the courtroom when the jury comes back.
No. No, that is out of the question.
Why? What's the difference?
What's the difference? The whole idea is to separate you from Buck. What if a journalist sees you? Huh? Accused killer's lover in court for verdict. That's the difference. Jennifer, don't tell me you're still in love with him.
No?
If you have hesitation, it's fine. If not, it'll help your case if you could say that on the stand. Without hesitation.
I just think he needs to see at least one friendly face.
Jennifer, you listen to me. You stay away from that courtroom, you hear me? I mean, you stay away from that building, huh?
You buy your drink, Vince. From the start, life on Palmyra for Buck and me was all about getting enough to eat. And it didn't take long for me to realize that life in paradise could easily turn into a full-time job.
Damn it!
Not a very pleasant one at that. Gorgeous!
I'll bring you some.
Great, thanks. My mouth's watering already. Come on, honey. That's a takeover to Mac and Muffs tonight.
So bake another one.
Maybe I'd like to do something besides spend my whole day baking bread in that sweat box. Did it ever occur to you?
Nope. Never crossed my mind.
Don't!
Hey,
Doc.
back off. I'm hungry.
You're always hungry. Doesn't it bother you that we've only been here for 2 weeks and we're down to half our bread and flour already?
Daryl and Georgie are resupplying us next month.
Yeah, sure. And what if they don't show?
Well, then we get your big buddy Mac to stock us up on tuna steaks.
Sure.
Hey, I ain't knocking it. He gets to ogle some young stuff, we get some fresh meat.
Go on, put him down. But where would you be, huh? Big man who was going to give up smoking when the tobacco ran out? Where would you be without his cigarettes? Swinging from the palm trees, that's where.
Man, what the hell is going on with you?
Just need some space. Guess we both do, huh?
Well,
I'm still on the boat a while.
the hell you are.
You're right here, Buck. All you gotta do is whistle.
I told you to call me Roy.
We're on our own boat in the middle of nowhere. What the hell difference does it make when I call you?
Welcome aboard.
Right this way. Oh, come on, baby.
Hi there.
Hi. Contribution.
Thanks.
Well, take a look around here.
Yeah.
Make yourself at home. All right. You got anything I can take up?
Honey, yes, please take the wine and the basket, too.
Yeah.
Thanks. Can we tell? Oh, you know what? That'll be great. Thank you. And,
Yeah, we'll just grab some of this here. Tasty. So how long you folks plan on staying?
About a year, maybe longer.
Oh. Do you have supplies enough to last that long?
We're doing okay. I figure we can live off the land if we have to.
Friends are settling down the end of next month, bringing more supplies. So we're in pretty good shape.
Your friends be staying too? Up to them.
What about you guys?
About the same. A year, at least. Any problem?
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, let me say one final word to you. If you have any questions or you wish to see any exhibits, you may communicate with me through the bailiff. And good luck.
I'll agree with that. How are you going to handle it?
They're back.
What do you mean they're back?
Well, they can't be back. They've been out, what,
An hour and a half, less? What can I tell you? They're back.
Members of the jury, have you reached a verdict?
Yes, we have, Your Honor.
Will the defendant please rise?
We, the jury, find the accused, Buck Dwayne Walker, guilty as charged.
An hour and a half, Vince. Pinocchio used the same evidence against Jennifer.
Jennifer.
You're next, Jennifer. You might have fooled your lawyers, but not me.
Please.
You're guilty. You did it, and I know you did it, and now you're gonna pay for it.
Jennifer.
Tomorrow, the murders of a rock star, a film critic, and a talk show host would make one believe that entertainment is deadly. He's back, and he's dirty. Clint Eastwood stars in the Deadpool, CTV's Monday movie. Want to laugh? Then don't change that dial. Next, he was born to play a radical DJ. He was imported by the Army, and he blasts the airwaves with rapid-fire humor. Robin Williams gets quick and dirty in Good Morning Vietnam, CTV's Sunday movie. Canada AM, weekdays on CTV.